Also, welcome back to Rick Davis. He is from Fidelity Bank, of course, and you are going to be very busy over the next couple of days, young man.
The weekend will be busy downtown at Hy-Vee Center for the home show, and it opened last night, and I think the weather's going to be a little better going over the weekend. Am I correct? It's
not Sunday will be a little snowy in the morning, but
Saturday
it drives everybody inside.
Yes,
Get inside, be where it's nice and warm. So why is Bankers Trust part of, or excuse me, Fidelity Bank, why are you guys part of
Bankers
the
Trust is not, by the way.
No, sorry, Fidelity Bank. Sorry, Brian.
Fidelity goes because we have a lot of homeowners that walk through. They're either looking to buy or remodel or do other things.
Right.
And we've made a big move to be consumer-oriented with information. We found that it's better for us and better for the community the more we educate the client.
That makes sense. So if people are walking around being like, I'd really like to do this, how can I do it? You guys are there to help them out.
Last night, I went myself last night. I had a client come in asking questions. It was a former client that was planning on building a house. I walked them over to one of my builders, and they're going to meet next week and start working on things.
That's simple.
And so it was pretty easy.
How often does that happen? Seriously?
Maybe one or two times a show for a house.
But seriously, you have the ability to do that because you guys work with so many different people.
Now I have 11,000 personal clients in the last 10 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, this is a pretty big show. Where are you guys located?
Hy-Vee Center.
Yeah, but what's your booth number?
No idea. 126, I think. It should be on here.
How about 226?
See, 226. We're right across from 126.
226.
You can see why I have a lot of help.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, you just walk there. You don't know what the numbers are. But
so
anyway.
Besides coming over and asking you guys for help, you have some amazing swag as well.
Yeah, the bags are there. We have several thousand bags. They're good ones.
How many?
Several thousand to give away.
These are pretty fancy,
nice.
schmancy. Look, seriously, folks, check this bag out. This is not one of those cheapos that you get at the fair. This is one of the good ones.
Now, this is a hot housing market. A lot of people are building.
It still is. It still is hot.
A lot are buying, and so this would probably be one of the busier years for the home show.
Well, the last 3 have been great. 8 years being a little bit bigger, we'll know what this one's going to be like going forward. But it had traffic again last night. And we're happy with the idea that people care enough to come down and look, because that's the client that wants to know everything before they go forward. So it's really good for us. The more you know, the more you want us. So we like that.
And if these interest rates stay as low as they are,
they're going to.
Yeah,
they're going to.
And
I'm not supposed to say that, but they're going to.
But they're going to. Just
speculation.
Inside track.
Yeah, they're going to be asking you about that this home show.
Well, and that's part of the reason. And I want to tell you a story that could have been very sad that I was involved in this week that became very glad that's part of this, but not really in the show. I had a lady, a widow with 5 children, that was buying a house and selling a house. I said, let me see this information because it's a little they had a pre-approval from someone else. She was selling her house on March 21st and moving in March 21st. Without doing a bunch of stuff, she had no house after she sold hers.
Right.
And she was already committed to selling hers.
Okay.
So it took me about 2.5 hours to fix the deal, but I don't know what the lady would have done if she didn't. She had a pre-approval letter from an out-of-state company that hadn't done the research, and the lady would have been homeless. So that's why find an expert that you trust in this industry and go there. Try to stay local if you can.
Keep it local.
And that's important. Now, there was an ad during the Super Bowl for one of these big out-of-state companies that caused
the biggest actually
caused kind of a stir. And talk about that and what you can do.
You mean
for people.
Get your loan on the phone? If there's about 300 different programs and about 60 of them are actively used, and typically 70% of loans are 30-year fixed, and they're probably 50% wrong. 50% is not
wrong.
They're not the right loan for the condition of what you want to do.
Because they're not local and they don't know what's going on.
Well, that particular one that's doing this automatic thing does their loans out of state, and it's a title they do, not an abstract. So if you call your lawyer today, you'll find out you're supposed to do an abstract. And when you resell your home, you're going to make a new abstract because the lender didn't do it.
What's the difference between the two if people aren't familiar with those
title
terms?
insurance. We have title insurance that our lawyers do after they bring an abstract up. There's a couple states in the country that still keep the local lawyers involved by looking at the property all the way back to find out you don't have Indian burial. You have different things that the title might or might not work. Title's almost a computer done thing with the lawyer signs it. Abstract, the lawyer reads it.
Okay.
Looks at it.
And then signs off on it. It's a whole different process. And Iowa demands an abstract to be legal to transfer property.
Okay.
So they take the loan out of state where it's a title state, and then send it back like it's included in our state.
I love abstracts. You go back and see.
You can see what happened in
Yeah, who owned it.
1865.
Really?
Yeah, it's really kind of neat because you'll see some of them that are real thick, and some of them, somebody loaned $12 to somebody else in 1872. God gave 2 mules for this other. I mean,
See if there's a tunnel under your house. You know?
but I'm
Well,
saying
we have
that's
those out where I live,
Yeah.
by the way.
it's not to do a disclosure that you're not doing the abstract. And this particular company that one asked for $500 up front, and we'll work it out. Well, 20% you lose the $500. Where most of the community banks, myself included, we don't charge anything unless we know we're doing anything. We're going to be involved, and we don't need a deposit to make sure you're good people. We
Right.
want to grow you and the bank. So I think it's the worst. You know, we're never going to buy the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's not possible with our funding at Fidelity Bank, which maybe that other place did. But
Just saying. Just saying. Okay. But regardless, but that's one of the advantages of dealing local. And if you're going to the home show this weekend, 226 is the booth number.
Thank you. 226
is the booth number. But beside getting these cool, fancy, schmancy bags, you have something else you're giving away.
we're registered for a new iPad. And,
that's not bad.
And if you'd like to be on the mailing list for every new real estate thing that's coming up and every new development that's coming up and what's going on in the market, we have newsletters that we send out free if people would like them. And you can also register if you want a 2-hour consultation free of charge on what you want to do with your child. We're having a big spring program on kiddie loans, for instance, which if your kids are going off to college, you don't want to pay the dorm rates, there's a program where you can help them buy a house, maybe have other students they're going with get the house and have.
Wow,
I've heard of several people
That's
doing
kind of
that.
smart when,
Yeah.
when you say it like that. Now, if people head out to the Home and Garden Show, but they don't have time to talk to you guys, of course, they can always head out to West Des Moines and
West Des
see you
Moines
guys.
will be there after the weekend. Most of us are going to be down working at home. But and we're getting into the season. We've added a couple new people that had to go through our consultations. We just added a HECM loan, which is really unusual. If you have, we're very proud of it. We're the only one community bank in town that has it. So if somebody's 62 years old and wants to buy a home, they want to sell one and move into a retirement area or want to return into a no-stare type program.
Right.
Sure.
If they have enough funds from their other one to put half down, they never make a payment again. So it's a new government program
Really?
that we just got approved for it.
Okay, there you go, folks.
And again, easy number to get a hold of them too, 243-2300. 243 343-2300.
It's
feel better
Friday.
now. I feel better now.
Our brains aren't working well this morning. It's Friday.
2300.
Get a
But
burrito down the way
it's-
there and then stop and
It's worth stopping
Come
by,
see us.
folks.
Come see us.
at
There's
the
a lot
Home
of
and
new
Garden Show.
things down there
Fidelity
too.
Bank. There
There's
you go.
a big garden part of it too. So come on down.
There you
All
go.
right. So you get your sweatsuit on, ready to work.
Yeah, I'm ready to work.
We'll be right back. This is a
Thank
great
you.
day.